I'm just talking about, um, I'm just here to talk about, like my types of seizures. Mine are called, focal, FOCAL. Um, I feel like these are I feel like any types of seizures are they're the hardest epilepsy in general is just hard to get rid of. Um, but mine, like what one looks like, apparently, at least me, I don't have them as much as I do, but my neurologist says, like, you could be having one, um, like that's like really quick, like maybe like 2 to 3 seconds, but not even notice it. But the ones I do notice are the ones that um are like maybe like 10 seconds long. The max so far recently has just been, I would say, if I had to guess, like 10 seconds. But when I get out of them, I'm like, um, you just feel, I didn't really get like, usually you get like that warning sign where it's like a deja vu feeling, like, I've been here before kind of feeling, like something feels like, it's like an off feeling, but, um, it's like an off feeling, but it's like it's like I said, like I'm basically saying it's that deja vu feeling, but um, that's the thing. It's hard to describe or like put it into words. It's like kind of like I've been here before, or like I know this. Sometimes you'll get like a certain smells too. It's like that once, how like it's kind of like what 21 Pilots said, like one of the lyrics from 21 Pilots, like their most popular song, Stress Out. It's like sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. That's um, that's kind of at least that's what I experience. If anyone else has the same exact ones, like mine, I'm on 2 medications for mine. I'm not gonna say them, but the one that I just started about like um I think it was like 5 months ago, 6 months ago, so like in half a year. It's been working pretty well. I think the only the only thing with me, and I think a lot of people can relate. It's just the whole anxiety thing. But I mean, I do have anxiety, but it's not as bad as I um, had it before. Because when I first got diagnosed with epilepsy, they first thought it was just like, a panic attack, which I did. I did the night before I had one. I had a panic attack, and then it was really random. And then they said, like, they also say low blood pressure, like really low blood pressure, or just high. You gotta have a good balance. Basically, balance is everything with epilepsy. Um, but trying to think, what was I saying? Oh yeah, when I got first diagnosed, I had that big tonic one, which is the one that do just roll, shaking it real aggressively. Um, yeah, those, obviously, those ones, that's what everyone thinks when they think of seizures, like those ones. But, yeah, I started having those. They thought it was just caused by anxiety, which it can that can cause those. But then I got an MRI. I'm pretty sure it's what it's called. Yeah, an MRI, or also an EEG. I think the MRI is the one that really like scans to see if there's like anything going on in the brain or any marks. I actually have a scar on my brain, on my temporal lobe on the back, like the back, like left. It's the left, like my left, like right behind my head, but it's like really tiny. It's crazy that something that tiny can cause all this. But then also they say anxiety can, and obviously high blood pressure, stress, just anything emotionally, and also sleep is a big thing. I would say with seizures, with people, like with us people with seizures, or seizures, epilepsy, you know what I mean, like continue, uh, what's the word? Ongoing seizures throughout life, basically epilepsy. Um, the things that we need, usually people just think it's, um, well, flashing lights is one. I mean, I can deal with flashing lights. It's only if they're like insanely, like the brightness is very intense and bright, and it's extremely rapid. I can't do it. Trying to think what else. Stress. I do stress, but I've been doing a lot better recently. My anxiety's not as bad. I think that goes with habits of just staying off my phone as much as possible. Um, and just avoiding anything, tech wise, like technology, like TV. Like I still watch TV. Um, I use my phone obviously, but I use my phone for like texting and, calling. Um, Here and there, I'll get on social media. I've been on it more recently, um, but what helps me prevent them, like I said, um, I do everything like kind of like by hand activity. So reading, either like doing art, which I would say I'm decent at, and I've been improving my skills and learning new skills, and um, I would say over the past year, like I've really improved. I think the only thing I really need to work on is my detailing. Usually I do pencil drawings. I'm trying to get into where after I get it drawn, I'm gonna do the detailing in colored pencil. So, but then also, that, and then, um, just eating healthy. I mean, thank God I'm overall a healthy eater. Like I do not like eating, um, I do not like eating, like junky. Like I can do it for maybe like 2 days, and that's like the max. Because then I feel like shit, and then I get all grumpy and irritable, which I don't like doing that. Like I can't even stand being around people like that. But trying to get the best camera angle, but I just didn't want to get up and like stand and do this, but um um I think I already said like overall eating healthy. um oh yeah, I'll go back to things to avoid, like flashing lights. I think the big ones are for me is sleep is very necessary. Managing stress, anxiety, just emotionally wise, staying, control your emotions. Even if it is hard, like it is hard for me because I am an emotional person, believe it or not. Um, but um, trying to think what else kind of triggers my seizures, which I feel like I haven't been having mine. The only thing you got to keep in mind is if you're a daydreamer like me, um, you can, because focal seizures look like you're just like zoning out, like deep thinking. So sometimes I really have to ask myself, I'm like, was I thinking? Because sometimes I think I zone out and think so hard to the point where I'm like, what the hell was I even thinking about? And, you know, and, but most of the time I know when I had one, like, I'm just like, what? Like, I just feel like not completely drained, because when they don't last too long, you'll feel drained. You'll just feel like out of it. You're just like, I remember I went to a baseball game recently, and we were getting there, and they're like, "Where are we going?" And we're like, "We're going to watch the game, like Reds game." And I remember I was like, I use a journal. I like write down. I use a journal now to keep track of my epilepsy, and then just like writing down like just thoughts and just making up my own quotes and getting into poetry, like in my description in my channel, obviously. But yeah, like I was like, where are we going again? Like we're going to the Reds game, and we're like pulling into the parking lot and stuff. And I'm like, oh wow, like that's how I knew I had one. I was like, because I just felt so like I went from being like just feeling normal, like I just had like a balance, like average energy, that anyone would have. And um and then all of a sudden I went from like being like feeling so you'll feel spacey, and you'll just feel like your body just feels like run down, like you feel like you're burnout. um and it's annoying because like life is gonna get you stressed out, and give you anxiety here and there. But like, honestly, like, I'm the kind of person where I'm too hard on myself. And um, if I keep doing that, first of all, in general, like if I didn't have epilepsy, that's not going to help me. That's not at all going to help me. So what is the point? I mean, all you can do is, follow your heart, and, do what makes you happy, and do what makes you want to get up every day, like gives you a reason to live. Find that inspiration, find that passion, that whatever you believe you were destined to do. But and then if you're a person that's like too hard on yourself, and like at this point, it's like, screw it. Like, I'm done. Like, I have a medical condition. Like, I can't help it. So, I mean, how can you? And if you're hardworking like me, it's just basically an overall a person that really is doing their best. Like, don't don't think it's your fault. Don't put the blame on you. I mean, we're all human. We make mistakes, and plus this epilepsy. I mean, who wonders why I have it genetically? But like, who wonders why? Like, out of all the people, like, I had to have it. But I'm just blessed to and grateful to be alive and have a roof over my head and dinner on the table every day. But yeah, like I said, sleep, not enough sleep, or I should say, sleep is crucial. I would say even using the phone every now and then, like getting too like locked on the phone, because the blue screen, the blue screen, not good for you. And even if you don't have a medical condition, not good for you. Flashing lights, and then just being very, very anxious, and just saying, anxiety, stress, and then, yeah, those are just, at least for me, I'm following like an epilepsy, like, I would say it has a decent following, but it, you know, I've seen like other people have like, the same as me, but then also like the same triggers, but there's also various ones that I've learned, um but those are just mine. I'm just trying to think, but sometimes they'll just happen just because epilepsy is like, apparently it's like a thing they're still trying to like really uh figure out what really causes them, like, or what's the, you know what's like finding that cure, almost. I don't know, I'm not the medical expert, but I have a friend that told me that the keto diet, I had to look it up. I have heard of it. Even I think even my mom told me I should get on it. I need to look it up. I'm an overall healthy eating person, or like, I eat healthy, um, overall, like I said. Um, and I'm trying to think. I'm trying to draw on blanks. Yeah, but overall, that's just me. Yeah, that's all I really have. I'm kind of tired, so I'm a peace out.